Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. In this one, we will be taking a look at Arsenal's first 5 fixtures. We usually do this after every 5 games. So first 5 games, all of them will be played in August, and 3 of them will be at home, 2 of them will be away, especially the first one that is very, very tough. Both away games. One is, I'd say, easier than the other. Crystal Palace is not easy. So as always, let me know in the comment section how many points you think we'll get from these 5 games. And would you expect us to win all 5 of them, or how many points would you be happy with? So first up will be Crystal Palace. This game is never easy. Last season, they put 3 past us at Selhurst Park and 2 at the Emirates, so scored 5 goals against us in 2 games. That is not an easy game at all. Even the previous season when we went to Selhurst Park, we did beat them, but I think it was something like 3-2. It's never easy playing Crystal Palace. At the Emirates, we've gone like 3-4 seasons without beating them. There's been a lot of 2-2s, 3-2s, all that. First game of the season, I really want us to win. I remember against Aston Villa 7-8 years back, we lost. Against West Ham 5-6 years back, we lost. Man City, we lost. Brentford last season, we lost. And the moment you start the season on a low note like that, they purposely do put us on a Friday nights for us to lose the first game so that you can go bottom of the table for Premier League ratings, for their own ratings. They love seeing us at the bottom of the table. But this time around, I feel better about this game. I feel better about the players we have. We usually go into seasons not ready at all. This time around, I feel like we're ready. You saw against Sevilla, you saw against Chelsea. It's looking like we've built something, and built something for at least to win the first game of the season. We don't want to start the season on a low note, losing 2-0 away at Selhurst Park, and then everyone starts saying, "We told you so. Arsenal only win preseason games. Now you said the season you've already lost the game." We don't want that at all. We don't want that energy at all. This is a game we need to win. Listen, if we had a couple of other games to play before this one, and then go to Crystal Palace, I'd say I wouldn't mind a draw, because Crystal Palace away from home is not easy. Like last season, Crystal Palace beat Man City. Man City didn't beat them any of the 2 games. Arsenal didn't beat them any of the 2 games. They also beat Tottenham by 3 goals at Selhurst Park. Like, that is a very, very tough game, tough team to play against. They always win at Old Trafford. They easily win at Stamford Bridge sometimes. Like, they win at all these big teams, and without any problems at all. So away from home, it's tough. I know the likes of Liverpool go to Selhurst Park and win, but for us, Selhurst Park has never been easy. Yes, we do win a couple of times, but we do have it hard. When you get 3 points at Selhurst Park, that shows your kind of what to expect for the rest of the season. Like Selhurst Park, tough, more Burnley's place. It's never easy to win all those games. So this time around, I would expect us to get 3 points. I would want us to get us 3 points because it's the first game of the season. Start it on a high note. 2 seasons ago, we played against Fulham at the start of the season. We won. Brentford, we lost, and City 3-4 years ago, we lost. We don't want to start the season on a low note again, so let's hope we can get 3 points here. After Crystal Palace, we will be hosting our first game at the Emirates Stadium against Leicester City. That is another game that I would expect us to win. I would expect us to win this one more than the Crystal Palace game. A home game against Leicester City. Last season, we did the double over them. We beat them by 2-0 at King Power Stadium. At our place, we beat them as well. It was a very good performance. We dominated them from set pieces. This is another game that I would expect us to win. Leicester, again, if you take it 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, it was not easy to play against Leicester. But this season, they've not signed any players yet. They're about to sell James Maddison. They could end up selling Fofana. Maybe Tielemans will be an Arsenal player by then. Unless they sign 2-3 players this week, and by the time we face them, they have all the 3-4 signings ready to go. This is a game I'd expect us to win. I would have loved this one to be the first game of the season, Leicester at home, and then Crystal Palace away next. But at home, first game of the season, we've looked really, really good at home against Sevilla. Jesus, the likes of Gabriel, Martinelli, Saka, all firing. Hopefully this time round, we can get another 3 points against Leicester. If you start the season with 2 wins in a row, all of a sudden, that is top 4. Basically, that you will be in the top 4 with the likes of Man City and Liverpool. And you never know. The likes of Man City don't even start seasons well. You might be top of the table. If you win the first 2-3 games, you're probably going to be top of the table. Maybe not for the whole season, but at least for the first couple of weeks, that would be great. So Leicester will be the next game after Crystal Palace. Last season, we did the double over them. Let's hope we can maintain that one at least. That will be on Saturday, August 13th. So the first game against Crystal Palace will be on a Friday. Then the next game against Leicester City will be at 3 p.m. kickoff UK time against Leicester City on Saturday. And then after that, we will be traveling to Bournemouth, newly promoted Bournemouth. It was never easy playing against Bournemouth. I remember there's a time they scored 3 goals against us, and I think it was like I think it was January. I don't know if it was 2017, 2018, around there, where they scored 3 goals against us, and then we had to make a comeback 3-3. I think there's a time they beat us. It's never easy to face Bournemouth at all. They are now newly promoted. Things have changed. They've changed their players, their manager, and everything. So I would expect us to win this game. That's what I was saying. If we had Leicester, Bournemouth first, and then Crystal Palace as a third game, I wouldn't mind drawing against Crystal Palace. We can't just say Arsenal will win. You can't say that. You can say you'd want us to win, because after that, the games start getting tougher, like at Man United and all those guys. So you'd want to start the season on a very high note, to the point of view, and if you lose 2 games in a row, September, October, you're fine. You had picked up 5 wins in the beginning. But Bournemouth, newly promoted team, I'd like to see how they do before facing us. They actually face Man City before us. I think they play against, I think it's Aston Villa, if I'm not wrong, and then play against Man City the second, and I'm sure I know they play Man City in the second game and then play Arsenal in the third game. So we'll see. If they go and beat Man City at the Etihad, then we'll know they're not easy to face. But if Man City go and smash them by 7-0, then this is a game we definitely should be winning. So Bournemouth will be the third game of the season. That one, from all the first 3 games I've talked about, that is the one I would definitely expect us to get 3 points. It's not like back in 5-6 years ago where we had the likes of Mustafi and an unsure goalkeeper. This time around, we have the likes of Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Gabriel, players you can trust to win such games, kind of games that they're expected to win. After Bournemouth, that will be another Saturday kickoff. That will be a 5:30 p.m. kickoff, the last game on that Saturday. After that, we will have 2 home games. The first one against another newly promoted team, Fulham. I remember the last time we played Fulham at home, we actually drew at home 1-1 before they got relegated the season before last. This time round, listen, it's a home game. This is the one that, if out of all those 4 games, this is the game I would expect us to score the most goals. Fulham at home. Like, it doesn't get any nicer than that. Bournemouth again, and then Fulham at home, back to back. Another Saturday kickoff, another late night kickoff on Saturday. You should be winning that as well. I know it's just easy to say win, but Fulham, Bournemouth away and at home, 2 promoted teams, you would expect us to win those matches. So Fulham will be the next one at the Emirates. Mitrovic is there. I would expect them to do well. Before facing us, I don't think they have Liverpool. They are playing Liverpool in the first game of the season. So let's see how they do in that. After Fulham, it will be another home game against Aston Villa. This will actually be a midweek game. Already playing midweek games at the beginning of the season. That shows you how busy of a season it's going to be. We will be playing on a Wednesday night. Another home game, the last game of August, the last game before the transfer window closes. Aston Villa is not an easy team, as we found out the last couple of seasons. They beat us by 3 goals at our place. They've beaten us so many times at their place. But last season, just like Leicester, despite them being a very tough team to play against, we still managed to beat them home and away, put 3 goals past them at home, and a very good 1-0 victory away from home. Now, Steven Gerrard is there. They'll add players already. They have the likes of Watkins, Coutinho. It's not an easy game. I would see us drawing such kind of a game, but with the squad we have right now, I'm hoping we do win our home games, especially. The home games like Crystal Palace, you can afford to draw. But from these first 5 games, I wouldn't really expect us to lose any game. I don't know if you guys agree. Yes, I can see a couple of draws. It's very easy to draw against Aston Villa and very easy to draw against Crystal Palace as well. But considering after that we have the likes of Man United and all those guys coming up, and then Europa League starting, I would expect us to win at least all the 3 home games. And then if you can pick up a draw against Crystal Palace, I'm not going to moan about it. It's not easy to face Crystal Palace, but I would say out of the 15 points, 13 points. I know it's going to get harder in September and October, very, that could easily from 13 points to something like 4 or 5 points in a month. There's a month we're facing Liverpool, Man City in the same month. That is very, very tough. So This month, we are hoping we start the season on a very, very high note, especially considering we've signed the likes of Jesus early on. We seem ready than the other teams, or readier than the other teams. Let's hope we can get it done. So Crystal Palace away from home, first Friday of the season, this Friday. Then Leicester will be the next game, the first Saturday game. We have our first home game. And then after that, we'll have Bournemouth, and then Fulham, and then Aston Villa. Three home games, 2 away games. I would expect us to pick up at least 13 points out of the 15. It's I can see us easily picking up 10 out of the 15, 3 wins and 2 draws. But let's see what happens. It's the Premier League, man. We all know. Let's not forget the Premier League is very hard to predict. It's very easy to say that, and then we smash Crystal Palace by 5 goals to 0, and then we go to Bournemouth and lose by 3 goals to 1. Hopefully not this season. Let's hope we can take this season by the scruff of the neck and win the games we are supposed to win. Thank you for watching. Catch up with you guys on the next one.